Mr. Cox, as an American, it disturbs me deeply that you're so opposed to the rights of the unborn. You're so ready to snatch these precious lives away from the world. And I wonder if you could attempt to defend your position on that.
Mr. Cox, I just would like to interject for a second there. I would like to say how deeply I am in support of your role in helping out women's rights and how glad I am that you're there for every woman out there.
Mr. Cox, I'd like to remind you that our nation was founded on Christian principles.
I would like to remind my co-anchor that this was a nation founded on the idea of secular
Well, why don't you just let Mr.
government?
Cox talk, all right?
Okay.
Mr. Cox.
Thank you, Malloy. Personally, I believe that it should be the woman's choice to decide whether to abort a marriage. When it comes down to it, it is her opinion that matters, and it should not be regulated by people in the government who do not understand the situation clearly.
But don't you feel that deregulation that permitting abortion is less a deregulation than an endorsement?
Don't you feel that Republicans are simply trying to force their Bibles onto women's ovaries?
Maida, that's an absurd formulation of the situation, one to which I could object strongly, I'd like to note.
Why don't you let Mr. Cox speak, Malloy?
Well then, I will.
I think that while this argument is very, very interesting, I'm still pretty deeply rooted in my opinion that when it comes down to it, the woman needs to decide what's best for her, not only her current situation, but in the future. And I don't think you can let government officials decide that for someone.
So to summarize, you'd favor, you'd oppose all the abortion restrictions such as those that are being passed in other states by the governors?
That is correct, sir. Yes.